Hey everyone, welcome to Holistic Lifestyle Tips, Getting Real About the Woo Woo. I am Becky Russell, owner of wellness company Hope Essential, and I am a holistic lifestyle educator and an essential oil educator, so I love to teach. And holistic means treating the entire body, mind, body, and soul from the inside out, not just treating symptoms. And then, of course, the oils are an amazing tool to help limit the chemicals that you put on and in your body. And I feel this is so important to, in order to have a quality of life as you age. And that's my goal, is to spread a message that prevention and being proactive is much more helpful to you than treating disease later. So you're going to pay. You're going to pay now as far as preventative and proactive approach to health, or later you'll be treating disease. So holistic is all about prevention and being proactive. And tonight's topic especially is very related to treating the entire body. I try to talk about the various elements of wellness: spiritual wellness, emotional wellness, and physical wellness. I alternate between those, but sometimes the topic doesn't encompass all three, and tonight is one of them. So choose love, not fear. What does that mean? I'm going to talk about the book called Dying to Be Me, and it is by Anita Moorjani, and it haunted me for a very long time. It's a very powerful book. And I want to stress that you may not, hey Megan, you may not share her same beliefs, or, you have your own set of beliefs, but this book is really, her story is just captivating. So let me give you just a quick little blurb on it, and then I'll go more in depth. So Anita relates how after fighting cancer for almost 4 years, her body began shutting down, overwhelmed by the malignant cells spreading throughout her system. As her organs failed, she entered into an extraordinary near-death experience where she realized her inherent worth and the actual cause of her disease. Upon regaining consciousness, Anita found that her condition had improved so rapidly that she was released from the hospital within weeks without a trace of cancer in her body. This is an incredible story. It's a miracle. Um, it's so powerful. So let me give you a little background about Anita. She was raised in a traditional Hindu family that resided in largely Chinese and British society. Add to that, she went to a Catholic grade school. So at home, because of her Hindu roots, she believed in karma and reincarnation. Then she goes to school, and she is told by a classmate there that she'd better have her parents take her to Mass every Sunday and pray, otherwise she won't be able to get into heaven. So she grew up in this weird conflict and contradiction of belief systems. And then when her parents had her in an arranged marriage, she just couldn't go through with it. And that caused division in her family. And even though she did not doubt her decision, it cost her dearly. And so there was some guilt there. And so you find out who she is at the beginning of the book, before the cancer, and all these contradictions and push and pull, and the struggle she had, the hard fight she had to try to be her own person. And of course, she still wanted to be part of her family, right? And then when she did marry for love, and then her best friend was diagnosed with cancer, and then her husband's brother-in-law was diagnosed with cancer. And this caused a paralyzing fear in her that she was next. And I don't know if you believe in the law of attraction or manifesting, but but I'm sure you had an experience with it in some shape or form. For instance, the most common one is you buy a brand new car, or new to you, and say it's a red Kona. And when you are out driving around, you all of a sudden see all these red Konas. And it's not because there's a sudden sale and more people have them. It's because your awareness is on that because you have one. And so it's sort of what you focus on expands. And so I truly believe that if you are obsessed with some illness that might happen, you're going to make yourself sick. I have no doubt that can happen. So this is an extreme case where she was very scared and obsessed that she was going to get cancer herself, and she did. And so she tried to treat it holistically and got more and more confused because everywhere she went, she was told something different. There was a different belief system, different treatment, and each one contradicted the other, which only added to her feeling of overwhelm and, doubt. And so the chapters that describe her stay in the hospital they're awful. The pain, the tests she had to go through were very painful. And she finally loses consciousness. And the doctor tells her husband there's nothing else they can do. Her organs are shutting down. She probably won't even last the night. She has tumors the size of lemons throughout her lymphatic system, from the base of her skull to below her abdomen. And it's just a matter of time. So in the book, she describes how she hears the doctor telling her husband this. So it's an out-of-body kind of experience. And then all at once, she feels this overwhelming sense of unconditional love. And the more she feels wrapped in it, the more she's able to let go of whatever she had been holding on to, the fear, the doubt, the guilt, whatever it was. And she actually returns to consciousness, and her body starts to heal on its own. And the doctors are mystified. They can't figure out what's going on. And so she explains what these lessons are that she learned in that near-death experience. And she posted on the internet what had happened. And Wayne Dyer, who is, I think they call him the grandfather of personal development or something like that. He's a very highly respected person in that field. And he encouraged her to publish a book on that. And the message here isn't so much, do you believe in miracles? Do you, what faith are you? What's your, what do you think happens after you die? That's not what I want to dwell on here. What I want to dwell on is what the message she came out of this with is she wants to encourage readers to express your uniqueness fearlessly with abandon. And that's why you're made the way you are, and that's why you're here in the physical world. I think that's an awesome message. I'm sad that she had to go through all that to get that message, but that alone is so important. So if you don't believe anything else that happened in the book, I hope that you will embrace that belief, that when you are living a lie, it's not a healthy thing, and you will pay in some way. So I think it's interesting how many people, they live a life fear-based instead of love-based. And I would I choose to live love-based. So when I am faced with a decision, I try to think along the line of, is my choice being made out of fear or out of love? And I want to make love-based decisions. And so I know it's sort of a heavy subject here tonight, and maybe outside your comfort zone, but what do you think about that message? Do you think living a lie can be that uh, much of a detriment to your health? And is there a fear that you're holding on to, that, or a lie that you're holding on to out of fear, that's keeping you from being the amazing person you're meant to be? And if you've read the book, I would love to hear your views on it. Uh, and if not, I would love to hear your response to what I've shared tonight. I really do feel there's a direct correlation between your, your thoughts, your health, and that's why with the holistic approach to health, we approach all three: your emotional, physical, and spiritual wellness. So I hope that you found this interesting and maybe inspiring. And let me know if you read the book. I'd love to hear your take on it. Till next time, choose you, choose natural, choose now.